Alright, I'm going to show you how to repair and modify the Mesa Boogie FU-3 foot switch to have a detachable cord. As you can see, this cord's been damaged and repaired. It's burnt here, and it's way too long. By the time you coil it up and mount it in the back of the amp, it's not very convenient. So the first thing we do is I cut this off here before the damage, and we're going to put an end on this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take this end, and there's two little set screws in here. You want to loosen those up, and then you should be able to pull this out. Pull this jacket back so you can see the colors. And you need to see that because on the other end you have to match the colors up in the right position for it to work right. Okay, here's the end of my cable, ready to solder a new end on. Do not forget to put this end piece on your cable before you put the end on, or you'll never get it on. Don't forget this. And then here the ends are stripped with a little bit of solder on the end. Ready to go. Okay, so here's my end soldered on. Just want to make sure that all these poles, that you don't have any of them soldered together, or else you're going to have a short. So you just want to make sure there's no solder in between any of those, and you got a good connection. This one looks good. So we can go ahead and put our end on here. Okay, so this is what you have when you open up your foot switch. What we're going to do is we're going to take these wires here where it runs out through the original cable. We're going to cut them off here, and then we're going to solder them to this jack. What you got to do is make sure you, after you cut them, you pull the wires out through this side, and then we're going to solder them on this side, and then mount this jack in here. Just make sure you pull the wires through, because if you solder them on this side, your jack's going to be on the wrong side. Okay, so here's the jack opening. Just trimmed it out with a Dremel. And then once you put your jack in there, center it, tighten it up with a screw and a nut. Should cover the hole. Almost perfect. Okay, here's the new jack soldered in. One thing to remember I told you before, you could just match up your colors to your pins. That works when you're doing just putting an end on your cable. When you're doing the jack, the pattern is actually opposite. So what you want to do is you want to look at the numbers. It's probably a better way to do it is look at the numbers on your pins. If you look at this, if you look at these, they all have numbers on them. And then you could just match the number up to the color. That's a better way to do it. Like here you can see, I can't see it, but number 1 is green, 2 is blue, 3 is yellow. If you match those up, you'll be good to go. So here's the foot switch hooked up, all finished. So we have our channel 1, channel 2, lead. Let's go back to channel 2, then you have lead with EQ, then EQ. There's your EQ on and off, and your loop. And then the best part is when you're done with it, you unplug it, and there you have it. Thanks for watching.